Hello guys, my name is TheRussianBadger, and welcome to the Top 10 Plays of Battlefield 3 presented by Hazard Cinema, Episode 21. Coming in at number 10, we have Johnny Fuzz 24, who, just to give you the background, the approximate cost of the F-35A is $107 million a piece. For the F-35B, which is the aircraft that has all the weapons on it, that's $237 million each. I'm no mathematician, but I'd say that's totally worth blowing up two tanks. I think it'd be kind of a long story to your boss the next day, you know, what did you do with that $240 million worth of aircraft? But it seems totally worth it if you ask me. Coming in at number 9, it's Leroy, who I've played with personally. He says, I don't need an F-35, I don't need an RPG, I just need my sniper rifle, my M98B, to headshot Mr. Pineapple right out of the cockpit. Coming in at number 8, we have Cherry Faker, who, it's one of those clips. Now yes, there's sort of there's a wide array of weird circumstances in terms of this clip. Not only is it Operation Metro Rush, not only is it 64 players, but judging by the bar in the bottom left-hand corner, it looks like it's 1,000 ticket Metro Rush. I've never ever played that kind of ticket count, especially on Rush. I think the most I've ever done is probably around 225, but he ends up getting double and then finishing it up with a triple kill. But this is the more significant part of the clip. Oftentimes you'll see a lot of guys, he ends up picking a saw. I think a saw is a lot more appropriate for the occasion in terms of how many enemies he's encountering right now. But he ends up arming the MCOM as well, and I think that's the most significant part of the clip, is that it's not one of these guys that's like, oh man, I'm sitting 45, 50, maybe 100 meters away. He's mowing down everybody right in front of the MCOM, and just when you think he's out of bullets, he's gonna die. All these rockets and explosions and grenades are gonna kill him. He picks up another LMG in the RPK-74M, if I'm not mistaken. And despite the fact that he goes down, he gets revived, and he gets one more gentleman before he finishes the clip. I admire that he not only killed that many people, but he did it while putting himself in harm's way and playing the objective. Coming in at number 7, we have Rossum Move, who, this is also sort of a unique situation, and Domovan Peak is perfect for this. Something that you'll notice is that not only is he running an absolute train, it's like a rape train that ain't got no brakes on the opposing team, he's got 3 straight recons so far. But it's one thing that you would definitely look at in terms of, you can absolutely punch a hole in the defending team if they don't have the proper team composition, and this is highlighted right here. Obviously, there's a few things. Like, there's a few options that the enemies have. You can have, like, I'm thinking about the underbarrel grenade launcher with the assault class, but you'll notice, I have yet to see an engineer. Okay, there's one engineer that I see, but the engineers don't seem like they're really paying attention to the Humvee right here. And he can absolutely destroy the opposing team because this thing is bulletproof. It's not like the Phoenix in Aftermath where you can just, you know, you can shoot the driver with conventional bullets. You can shoot the guy, the gunner up top with conventional bullets. There's one engineer, but there's very few that you see in this clip. A lot of them, and even the helicopter. He ends up getting the helicopter. That's another thing. One of the only threats that is really posing any sort of opportunity to damage him here. They just can't deal with him because the recons can't shoot through glass. The support has to get really, really close in order to do any kind of damage with C4. And this guy's got his head on such a swivel, he usually kills anybody before they even get close. And there's not enough engineers with RPGs to take him down. So they can spam grenades all day, but it takes so many hand grenades to blow up this Humvee. He just took advantage of the opposing team having a poor team composition and essentially not being able to shoot him because all of the glass and all of the windows are bulletproof. Coming in at number 6, I almost said number 5, we have Shrotty 514, who gets the first helicopter, and you think it's just a fluke, but then he gets the second helicopter. You could call it a Fahrzeug zerstört or Gegner eliminiert, and just when you think it's a total fluke. Okay, first one, beginner's luck. Second one, that wasn't even that hard to hit, but just to sort of correct me, he gets a third guy, and that is not a close helicopter, ladies and gentlemen. That is extremely far away. That's basically over the other team's spawn. So if the E flag is like 160 meters away, that's got to be at least 250 meters away. That is very impressive. Coming in at number 5, we have Stevo3883, who's going to show us exactly how to flank. It's not exactly one of those flanks where it just turns into, oh look, I shot all these people in the back and then I died. He shoots people in the back, and then he gets more guys, and then he gets more guys, and then he gets more guys. It's like it just doesn't stop. He's going to be using the M16A3, which seems perfect for this sort of Sprayfest that he goes on. I believe he gets 4 or 5 right here, and then they end up, yeah, there's the 5 kill streak that he's on. He cleans up the rest, but this really isn't where the majority of the damage that he does occurs. So he doesn't quite revive this guy, but on this little overpass, or this bridge, whatever you would... I would think I would call it an overpass. This gentleman here is AFK, so he doesn't really pose too much of a threat. There's the 5 kill streak, and... okay, he gets a second guy that's about to break his knees as he falls off the railing, but this is where he really digs in. He gets another double kill up here, and then he just sprays into what seems like 4, 5, 6 guys, and he gets all of them. And he's not even done yet. He's on the 15 kill streak. I believe that's either 16 or 17, and he gets one more guy for the 20 kill streak in a span of like 60 seconds. That's very impressive if you ask me. Number 4, this is probably my favorite. I'm not sure if it's A to Z Madman, but it's something like that. So A to Z Madman, I'll call him that. He's gonna get the helicopter, but this is not... he jumps out with a no-look fadeaway rocket right into the center of that jet. That is... I don't know how you can be that coordinated. I have played hundreds of hours of Battlefield, and I still have yet to do anything even close to that. So that's very... I don't know how these people do it. I don't understand how they can be this good in terms of jumping out of vehicles, flailing around, and... I don't get it. But coming in at number 3, we have Hero Yui, 64, who's going to be using the M5K and showing us another great example of how successful flanking can be. And the best part is that he doesn't just flank one side. He flanks the right side. And you can see double kills, triple kills. It's also rather noteworthy that he's using the M5K, which is not easy to flank with. Because oftentimes, you know, you run into a huge group of enemies. You'll get 2 or 3, but eventually somebody will turn around and see you and just smoke you while you're reloading. That happens oftentimes, but he times his reloads perfectly so that he never ever encounters an enemy when he's reloading. Like, he gets another guy that just spawned in. That's another triple kill for him, and it's something that he definitely has down pat. He knows exactly when to reload. The bullets of the M5K, it almost seems like when you're using the M5K, you're reloading more often than you're actually firing bullets. So his ability to flank without dying this long is very, very impressive. On top of that is that he flanked the right side, right? And he's already come around to the left side. So he flanked the right side, killed everybody there. He came over to the left side, killed everybody else. Give me your sandwich, bush monster. Okay, and then beyond that, he says, okay, since there's nobody else to kill on the right side or the left side, he starts to drift into the spawn. He gets one guy in this walkway here on sort of this catwalk. He gets another guy doing the mortar, and there's another guy on the mortar. So he has successfully flanked the right side, the left side, and he's moving into the spawn. I don't think there's anybody here that he has not killed yet. He gets more recons in the spawn, and this is a perfect showcase of exactly what kind of damage you can do. I'm just so surprised that he did it without a suppressor. I think flanking is a lot more effective with a suppressor because you obviously don't show up on the radar, and it's easier to avoid detection, but he did all of this with a weapon, a PDW with an extremely small magazine size, and I'm just so impressed that he did it with an M5K, which is basically reloading every 3 seconds. Coming in at number 2, we have WhiteNews, who's going to get his first 3 headshots with the M98B, excuse me. I always think of the M95 from Bad Company 2 when I think of a gigantic 50 caliber sniper rifle that tears somebody in half with a bullet the size of a pencil. But it turns into he just can't stop getting headshots. He's getting headshots like they're going out of style. I don't exactly realize what his secret is, but it doesn't stop. And you can see in a situation right now, he's required to get headshots because sort of the way that the bridges work on Zen Crossing is that they're built in a certain way that you usually can't quite see. I guess you can see sort of the upper shoulders and the head, but you pretty well from this distance, especially when they crouch like that gentleman right there, most of them will be crouched in that situation, so you can't get body shots. You can't hit them in the upper chest and kill them with the M95B, excuse me, because they're totally covered up by this sort of side of the bridge, so he has to pick off headshots. And this is, yet again, a lot like, I would say, number 8 on Operation Metro. It's another clip where it's admirable because it's not just, oh, look, I'm WhiteNews and I'm 50 to 100 meters away shooting people in the face. It turns into he actually ends up playing the objective on the BM comm and sealing the victory. So I think that's one of the keys to being on top 5 plays, or something that definitely makes plays more impressive, is that not only are you killing massive amounts of people or making great plays, you're also doing that in support of your team and in support of the objective. Now he gets the kill assist on that recon there, but you can tell he almost dies, but the serpentine pattern saves him. He ends up healing up just slightly, and he gets a guy right over top of the dumpster right in the face, and he's still not done yet. the BM-Com is now armed, so he knows that he has to go protected. He ends up throwing a grenade, and in this situation, he's trying to stop everybody that's running towards it. He gets the engineer right in the face, and he goes down there, but this is probably the most impressive part, I would say. Not only is he defusing, so not only is he disarming the MCOM right now, but he also gets Sir Noodles 911 right in the face as he's lurking in the corner. That's probably the most impressive part of the clip, I would say at least. Apart from, you know, the triple and the quadra headshots at the beginning of the clip. And he ends up getting these guys that are just swimming around in the water. He gets a body shot, but he cleans them up with a headshot. And as you can probably agree with me, no sniper rifle clip is ever truly complete until somebody calls you a hacker, and that ends up happening to WhiteNews here. So, okay, he gets Red Flash 37. That's the guy who calls him. Okay, so he gets that guy with a second shot. He gets Red Flash again. So he gets the first guy, gets the second guy, gets the first guy again in the face, and he just doesn't stop. He's gonna get Red Flash. Okay, look, Red Flash, you goofy. Oh, yeah, this trickster Red Flash. He ends up getting him, and Red Flash spawned on this guy. So look, oh, come here, don't do it, young blood. Red Flash gets hit in the face, and look at the chat with me. He calls him a hacker. So I think that marks the end of the clip once somebody's called a hacker. Coming in at number 1, we have a similar clip that's a little bit more aggressive, if you ask me, from Dark Betrayed. He gets his recon right in the face, and he just doesn't stop. One thing I want you to pay attention to. Okay, there's the double kill with the Magnum, but pay attention. He only has one Magnum shot left in his chamber with the 44. It's something that I want you to remember and pay attention to. And in this patio area over here, you'll notice he gets this guy with 2 body shots, and then it just turns into headshot. Okay, he gets the recon, and he'll get him again. So he gets the recon, and then the medic and the support come around to save the recon's life. He gets revived, so he gets the medic that revived him, he gets the support directly in the face, and he gets the recon. Why not a second time? Look at this. Pulls out the Magnum. Pow, right in the kisser. He only had 1 shot. If he would have body shotted that guy, he wouldn't have killed him, and he pulled off the headshot. It's just overwhelming accuracy. He gets one more guy with a body shot. He's at 13 kills right now, and he says he's not done. He gets the recon in the face. He gets one more guy on the ledge, I believe, and another guy running past the car. It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. He's too accurate. He's too accurate at getting headshots, even at moderate distances. There's an earthquake because of the Aftermath DLC. You guys know in Aftermath, your screen and your reticle really shakes during an earthquake because that's a feature of the expansion pack. He's still got a headshot on that medic. He can't stop. He finally gets taken down after 19 kills. Extremely impressive clip. And once again, if you would like to send in your clips, please send them to bf3@hazardcinema.co.uk. My name is TheRussianBadger for Hazard Cinema. I want to thank you guys very much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Later.